video, we are going to learn about variables, input and output in Python. Along with theory, we are also going to cover problems in this video. So let us know about variables. So variable means a container that stores a value. So for example, if this is a container, if you want to store a name or if you want to store an integer or any set of values, this is the thing we are storing in, and that is called variable. So for example, name Rahul, and age is a variable which holds a value of 20. So what happens in the memory? So this is a memory, and here there will be blocks. So a location will be given or allocated for the variable name. First, it holds the value of Rahul. After that, we have changed the value to Sneha. So Rahul will be replaced with Sneha. That is about variable. Now let us discuss about output. Output in Python means, or in any language, displaying something on the screen. And we use print function to display on the screen. And how do we use print function? In order to print hello Python or any strings or any value, we just write the value inside the braces and we print the values. So here print function is to display, and the value whatever present inside the braces will be printed on the screen. As here hello Python is there, hello Python will be displayed on the screen. And the next segment is input. Input means taking data from the user, and we use input function to take the input from the user. So for example, if we want to take the user name as an input, we create a variable called name and we write input as using input function. User do not understand what to type. So for that we have to give clear instructions, and for giving instruction we write enter your name. We can write whatever the instruction we want to give. So after that we print the statement or we print the name of the user. So output of this code will be, there will be enter your name, and here I have entered Kausalya, and what displayed on the screen is username, or sorry, your name is Kausalya. So we are taking input from the user and we are printing it on the screen. So this is what variables and input and output in theoretical. So we'd like to know how to apply this in the programs, and we'll study it through the problems. Our first program is to print biodata using variables. And this is the best first program that teaches us how to store personal information using variables and display it using print function. So let us take the variable name called name and let's write a name. Like let's say Pavan, and after that age equal to 20, and it is an integer, and let's say city equal to Dharmavaram, and etc. And you can also write your college and all these things, your course, your hobbies, and all these things. And now let's print the biodata. Print, let's say biodata. So as it is a string, we have to keep double quotes inside the braces. And after that, we can write our name, all these things. Print name, name, comma, name. Print, print, age, comma, age. And next is print, print, city. Let's write city. Here, name is just a string. Here, name is a variable that is holding the actual name value. Here, age is a variable holding value of 20. City holding Dharmavaram. Let's say what happens when we run this. You can see biodata, name Pavani, age 20, city Dharmavaram. So here, name and city are storing text values, so we use quotes, and age is storing a number. We do not need quotes, and print function is used to display the values. So now you have to do pause the video and create your own biodata using your name, your age, your city, and your course, and comment your output below. And let's go to the next program, that is swapping two numbers without using third variable. Now we are going to see how to swap two numbers without using third variable. So if swapping means if a equal to 10 and b equal to 20, after swapping it should become a equal to 20 and b equal to 10. So in normal ways we used to do with using a third variable. But in Python or now we are going to do with without using third variable. So what we have to do here? So we have to store the value of a into the variable b, and we have to store value of b into the variable a, right? So for suppose add these two numbers. For suppose add these two numbers, we get a plus b, right? So what b should hold? B should hold the value of a, right? So B should hold the value of a. So here, by subtracting what variable we get a, by subtracting b we get the value equal to a, right? So let us store this a plus b into the variable a. Okay, understand it clearly. Suppose let a stores the value of a plus b. Now we need a. So in order to have the value of a, we have to remove the value of b from the a. So now as a is a plus b, we should subtract b. So we get the value of a. So first step is finished. So we have stored the value of a into b. Now we want to store the value of b into a. So what if this is a? So if this stores the value of a, so what gives me b? Removing the value of a from a plus b, right? So here a minus b. So you won't understand this clearly. For that I have to write, we have to dry run this. So first of all, A equal to 20, B equal to 10. This is after swapping. We have to get the result as this. So initially A equal to 10. Initially A equal to 10 and B equal to 20, right? So we are storing the value of A plus B into A, that equal to 30. So now we have to store the value of A into B. So in order to get the value of A, we have to remove B from the total A plus B. So here total A plus B is A, right? So A minus B. That means 30 minus 20 equal to 10. 30 minus 20 equal to 10. So B stores 10. Next, C equal to, now what we have written, A minus B. A minus B is A minus B. So here A is 30. Here this is A. So A is 30. And what we have to remove? We have to remove whatever the value stored inside this, right? So what is the value stored inside this is 10. So it is holding the value of 10. So we have to remove B. So we get 20. So A is storing 20 and B is storing 10. This is one method, or the other method is method 2, and this is method 1. The other method is A comma B is equal to B comma A. This is possible in Python. Let us try and analyze this using code. Let's see what happens in the code. Now let us write code for swapping two numbers without using third variable. So let's take the inputs A equal to, let's take the input from the user, int, we use int, input, enter, enter first number. So here we are learning group programs. So here what happens? Input function always returns a string. So we have to convert string into an integer. So for that, we have to use the function int to convert a numerical string into an integer. So that is the purpose of int function. So now let us take the another variable b equal to int input, taking input from the user or telling him enter second number, right? So we have taken, or we have written the code for taking input from the user for two numbers. Let us print before swapping. Print before swapping. Now let us print the value of A and B before swapping. Input, print A equal to comma A, B equal to comma B. Here what happens? String A comma B, A equal to will be printed and the value of A stored in A will be printed from A. And again the string B equal to will be printed on the screen, and beside that the value stored in the variable B will be printed on the screen, right? So first of all, let's run this code up to here. So screen is asking us to enter first number, let us say 23. Enter second number 43. So before swapping, A equal to 23, B equal to 43. Now let's just swap. So what we have did, A equal to A plus B, right? And what we have done, B equal to A minus B, and after that A equal to A minus B. You have to simply analyze the code as I have explained to you. You'll get confidence while try running the code. Print, let's print after swapping. After swapping. After swapping, print after swapping a equal to comma a comma b equal to comma b. Now let's run the program. So let us enter same numbers 23 and 43. And after swapping, see, you can clearly see A is storing the value of 43 and B is storing the value of 23. So without doing all this, let us write A comma B equal to B comma A. Let's see what will happen here. So same, let's write 23, 43. This code also worked. So I think this is a simple way we can swap the numbers without using third variable, right? And let us go to the next program. So in the third program, we are going to convert kilometers into meters. And this is a simple real life program. And we know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters, right? This is the thing we are going to use in our program to convert kilometers into meters. And here I used hash. And this hash symbol is used to comment a single line in Python. So if you want meters, we know that meters equal to kilometers, number of kilometers into 1000. Then we get kilometers. We get meters from kilometers. By multiplying 1000 with kilometers, we get meters. Let's comment this statement. So let us take number of kilometers from the user. So kilometers or kilometer, whatever it may be, the variable will be variable itself. Let us say float. And float is used for floating point numbers. And float is used to convert any numerical type into float. And we are going to take input from the user. Enter distance. We used float because input enter distance. This returns a string value. So in order to convert the numerical string into a float, we use a float here. Enter distance in kilometers. So let us convert into meters. So for that, to converting into meter, we create a variable name called meters, and that equal to kilometers into 1000. So whatever the name of the variable you have taken, kilometer, km, that should be used here. Otherwise, it shows error. So kilometers into 1000. So let us print the distance in meters. Print print distance in meter. Here you see meters. I have taken meters as variable name. So I have to use meters. So let us run this program. So we have to enter distance in kilometers. Let us say 56 kilometers. It has given us distances 56,000 meters. Right? We can also print symbols or units like, let's run the code now. Let us say 56. So it has given 56,000 meters. This is how we convert kilometers into meters. Your task is to convert 7.5 kilometers into meters using this program. And now our next program is to calculate simple interest. So this formula teaches how to code formula based programs. So in our real life, we know that simple interest is equal to principal amount into time into rate divided by 100, right? So principal amount is nothing but the amount of money, and time is number of years, and rate is interest rate. So now let us write a code to calculate simple interest. So let us take first of all principal. Principal equal to, let us take from the user float because it can be a decimal number. Input, enter principal amount, right? And after this, we have to take time as input. Time equal to float input, enter time in years. And after that, rate. Rate equal to float input, enter rate of interest. Rate of interest. Intercept, not interest. Right? So we are ready. Now we have to write formula. Simple interest. Simple interest is equal to what we know? PTR by 100, right? That means principal into time into rate, and all divided by 100. Now we can just simply print the simple interest. Simple interest equal to, the variable we have given for simple interest. Now let us run the program. So let us give principal amount. For example, let us give 10,000 and time be 2 years and rate of interest at. So simple interest will be 1,000, right? And you pause the video and calculate the simple interest for principal amount equal to 5,000, time equal to 3, rate equal to 4. And then run the program and check your answer. Calculate the area and perimeter of a rectangle. And this program is very important because it teaches multiple calculations in a one program. So we know the formula of area equal to length into breadth, right? Length into breadth. And the perimeter will be perimeter of a rectangle. 2 into length plus breadth. 2 star length plus breadth. I used braces here because in coding language we do not use Bodmer's rule. We go on precedence. So if I don't write any braces, only 2 into length will be calculated first and then it will be added to the value of breadth. But that is not we want. What we want is we want the twice of the value of the sum of length and breadth. So we use braces. So now let's write the code. And I am using 3 single quotes on either sides for commenting multiple lines. Now let us take the user input length. Length equal to float input. You can also take integer value. We sometimes we have 11.5 centimeters like that. So I am using float. I have to tell the user to enter length of the rectangle. Yeah. Now we have to take breadth from the user. Float input enter breadth of the rectangle. React, sorry, rectangle. Sometimes it happens, right? Now we have taken length and breadth from the user, and now we have to calculate area. So I am using variable area. So what is the length and what is the formula for area? That is length into breadth, right? Length into breadth. And now I have to calculate perimeter. This will be the formula for perimeter, right? Yes. Now let's print area of the rectangle. Area of the rectangle. B area. And yeah, we have to write perimeter also. So perimeter of rectangle will be perimeter. So now let's run the problem. So we have to give the length of the rectangle. Let's say 10. And breadth of the rectangle be 5. So now area of the rectangle is 50 units and perimeter of the rectangle is 30. So now try this program with length 12 and breadth 8 and comment the area and perimeter below.